All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Cody Bellinger's first media availability here as a member of the Cubs. We have Cody on. Thank you for joining us and welcome to the Cubs.
Thank you. How y'all doing?
Let's just get going. If anyone has any questions for Cody, please unmute yourself and then remember to remute yourself when you're finished. Thank you.
Cody, this is Tim Stebbins with NBC Sports Chicago. Can you just talk about how your free agency came together and the level of the Cubs' interest after you did hit the open market?
Yeah, it was obviously my first time going through it, and it was an interesting and exciting process, honestly. And I met with the Cubs, and it's exciting just because it's the Chicago Cubs, you know what I mean? And as a baseball fan, it's a great organization, and they showed a lot of interest from the beginning, and we just stayed in steady contact, and just worked out really well.
Cody, Maddie, Sun Times, just in general, what were your priorities as you hit free agency, and how did the Cubs check those boxes?
Yeah, I think overall, I just wanted a good fit. I wanted to be comfortable, and I wanted to play in, a good environment. And I think obviously the Wrigley field has that. As an opposing player, I've always loved playing there, and just love the atmosphere and what the history has about the field. And it just kind of felt like a really, really good fit for me.
Hi, Cody. Cheryl Raysdale, WBEZ Radio. How did the Cubs sell you to come to them?
I mean, I think from what I kind of just said, what I was kind of looking for, and there's not much selling about Wrigley Field. It sells itself. The organization sells itself, and especially talking to ex-teammates or ex-players about the whole environment, atmosphere, organization. There's nothing but good things, and so with the baseball side of things as well, I feel really comfortable and like what they're doing, and like what Rossi says and who he is as a coach and a manager.
Hey, Cody, everybody I think is really familiar with how you came on the scene earlier in your career. Hardware speaks for itself and the whole thing. But the last couple of years, how much of that was injury, and was there anything else involved there with what happened with the performance, and how much can change of scenery alone maybe make a difference?
Yeah, I think my favorite thing was that I've learned is, you can't change the past, but you can learn from it. I think that, there were definitely injuries involved, and, your body wasn't moving how, it used to, and, I can go on and on. But, looking forward, where I'm at right now is, I'm feeling really good and confident and strong, and looking forward to it.
Hey, Cody, Andy Martinez from Marquee Sports Network. What have you, looking at what the Cubs have made in offseason moves, what have you made with what they've done acquiring guys like Jameson Taillon and Dansby Swanson?
It's very exciting. When I met with them, they said that, they're looking to continue, and I didn't know exactly what that meant. And, it just goes to show that, they want to give fans some excitement, and that, they're signing players that want to win, and, that have proven to win. And, just talking to the guys these last few days, I think we got something exciting going on for sure.
Hey, Cody, Sahadev Sharma with The Athletic. When did your body start to feel normal again? And how much did working through those injuries maybe impact your mechanics at the plate?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good right now. I've been, not only am I working out, I'm focused on workouts that benefit me, as opposed to just doing workouts, that make people stronger. I'm doing more body specific workouts, and, overall I'm feeling really good and really strong, and, allowing my body to, kind of be free, and, what makes me good, and being able to, tap into that.
And then as far as the mechanics, do you think the injuries impacted that at all?
I mean, yeah, I think that, long story short, I guess, there was things that I thought in the past that weren't working anymore. And, body was just moving different. So have to, work with that. And, that's what happens as life happens and, you get older. And, but like I just said, the body specific training that I've been doing recently and translating what I'm doing into the cage and just into the baseball field in general, just kind of letting, being athletic and letting my ability take over.
Cody, Bruce Levine from The Score and from Marquee Sports Network. First of all, congratulations and welcome to Chicago. And secondly, when you look at yourself, do you think of yourself as a center fielder primarily or an outstanding center fielder and first baseman? And would you embrace both positions?
Yeah, I have played first base in the past. I played there my whole minor league career throughout high school, and obviously my first year or two in pro ball or in the major leagues. And so I'm very confident over there as well. Center field is where, I've been playing most recently, and, I am feeling, I'm very confident out there and my ability to, run balls down and, kind of the advancement on my footwork out there. It's a little different than right field where I was in 2019. So just been working on my footwork and, but, I'm confident in either position. But, I feel really good in center field as well.
You split up the workload. Do you take ground balls X amount of days a week?
Yeah. Last year we had Freddie Freeman over there, so I didn't feel like it was necessary. But it's always there. I still have my first base mitts and I carry him with me just in case. And, yeah, I would definitely be getting my work in over there for sure.
Hey, Cody, I'm Andy Seligman with the AP. Just wondering, what was your reaction when the news about the Swanson deal broke?
I was very excited. Like I said, they said that they were still looking, and when I chatted with them, and I've played against Dansby a lot and a lot of playoff series as well, and he's an incredible player, a good person, a great teammate, and he's going to bring a lot to this team. And so I think it's a very, very good sign, and I'm excited to play alongside with him.
Cody, this is Tony Andracki from Marquee Sports Network. You've obviously been a part of a lot of winning in Los Angeles. How do you think you can maybe bring some of that over here to the clubhouse, or obviously on the field too, but off the field, and help the Cubs get to that level?
Yeah, most definitely. I think just being myself, just kind of going out and playing the game and working hard. And, I kind of know what I need to do to help give myself, ready for the game. And, I'm excited to go out and just meet everyone and, excited to play together alongside some great players and just allow myself to play baseball and have fun and be free. And I'm excited.
Cody,
Jordan Bastion from Cubs.com. Just how much are you looking forward to being a part of this defense with Swanson at short, Nico at second, and how important is that element for a team that's trying to maybe surprise some people this year?
Yeah, no doubt. Sorry, my baby's wailing in the background. I'm trying to focus. I'm very excited, man. I talked to Hap yesterday, actually, and obviously he improved his defense a lot, last year and showed what he could do. And Dansby showed what he could do. And Nico, he's a guy that wants it really bad, and he's dedicated and determined. And, overall, I think we have a very solid team defensively and offensively all around.
Cody, did you have to sort of think about Wrigley Field those first couple months where it's a little bit colder than LA to hit and stuff? Did that cross your mind in terms of choosing where to play?
Yeah, it did. It's definitely going to be different in April, no doubt about it. I've played in cold environments in the minor leagues, and I was out there and we're like 2 weeks ago, and it was pretty cold. And, I know it's going to be cold. I've played there in April before and, kind of know what to expect. So, it's definitely going to be different than LA, but, I don't think, it's just going to be cold and you got to deal with it,
Cody, you talked about some of the strength stuff that you're working on. Anything else mechanically that you can share with us, or anything that the Cubs said to you during this process where it clicked that you thought this was the right place for you to get back to that swing that made you so successful?
Yeah, I think without getting in too deep, just kind of understanding, lower half, what I did and what I do, and kind of what I got away from a little bit, and like getting stronger in those aspects of my body, and translating that into the cage, and just kind of, letting my body move how it should again, and with the Cubs, I know Johnny Washington really well, and Dustin Kelly was in our organization before. I had limited contact with him, but just a familiarity there, and we're all excited to work.
Would you call yourself a hitting lab, metrics type guy when it comes to hitting, or are you more old school in your approach?
I think there is positives to it. I think that if you don't use it, I think that, there's some positives you can take from it. The more that, for me, I'm more like, translating my weight room movements, into the cage and into the game. And, along with that, there's also like approach and, hitting and all that kind of stuff. But I use it. I don't dig, I've never dug too deep into it.
Cody, so there's obviously a lot of physical stuff that goes into what happened the past couple of years, but as far as the mental toll of going from MVP to kind of struggling and not being yourself, how did you kind of push through that? How did it wear on you?
Yeah, it's tough. I'm not gonna lie. But I think at the end of it all, I'm gonna look back and be appreciative that it happened, and gonna be able to learn from it. And I have learned from it, and I think it's gonna be better for the longevity of my career.
Without shifting this year, how do you think it will benefit a hitter like yourself?
Yeah, that's definitely exciting. I don't know. I mean, from from my I guess I've talked to a few guys that were in the minor leagues, and where they talked about the pitch clock and the shift, and everyone says it takes a little bit to get used to. But obviously overall everyone is a big fan of it. And I don't know exactly how the infields are going to look now. I know that that's probably what we'll knock out in spring training, getting used to it, but it's definitely exciting as a left-handed hitter, I'd imagine.
Cody, as far as the split with the Dodgers, how prepared were you for that? And just what was it like to process, that decision that they made, and where it does then kind of open up different opportunities for you?
Yeah, it was a little, at first, a little bittersweet. I've been with them since 2013, right? I was, 17 years old, trying on that jersey for the first time. And, but that at the end of the day, man, I understood. I don't have any hard feelings. I get it. And, I took it as a new opportunity, or, like just another page, so, I'm excited that I'm get to be able to do this in, Wrigley Field in a Cubs jersey, and understand how special it is to play for both organizations. It's pretty cool.
What's
Patrick Mooney from The Athletic. At the winter meetings before your agreement was announced, Scott Boras said that, there were kind of multi-year offers or concepts out there, but you guys were very focused on a one-year deal. Could you explain, I guess, that mindset and what you would like to prove in Chicago next season?
Yeah, I think I just wanted to go out and find a place where I felt comfortable, and like I said before, also in an environment that is exciting, and that has a good baseball environment, and we thought it was a great fit, and I'm gonna just play baseball in a good team and in a cool place, and I'm very excited about that.
Cody, you mentioned reaching out to some ex-teammates or people who had experienced Chicago. Who were some of the people you leaned on just for their feedback of the team and the city and everything?
Yeah, I think obviously the big one was Jock, and he was only here for a limited time, but he loved every second of it. He had nothing but good things to say, and I talked to some of the guys there now, and just how the players are treated, and just family oriented, and great city. And so I was very excited, and just talking to the few people I've met so far through the strength staff, whoever, it's all very well run. And so I keep saying I'm very excited.
Cody, Miguel Esparza, Spanish broadcaster, Spanish play-by-play. Welcome to Chicago. First of all, 2 questions for you. How much Spanish do you speak coming from Los Angeles?
Shamefully, it was a lot better in the minor leagues. I actually could handle myself, and I've lost touch with it a little bit, unfortunately.
We'll work on that. No problem.
It's something I deeply regret. I wish I was fluent in it, seriously.
No, awesome. Number 2, we have the best fans in baseball. Any message for these Cubs fans?
I've said it maybe 8, 9, 10 times of how excited I am to be playing in Wrigley Field. And, I've been on the opposite dugout a few times, and, day games, you can't beat it. Major League Baseball, you definitely cannot beat a day game in Wrigley Field. It's something truly special that you don't get to feel that, energy, I guess, in a lot of different day game fields. And just overall, just excited to be a part of it all, man. Truly.
Cody, you mentioned Johnny Washington. I was just curious, how close were you with him? What type of work did you guys do together? And how much did that impact your decision to come here?
I think some familiarity is important. Jay Wash, we've been in close contact since he was with the Dodgers, and then he was in San Diego, and we played San Diego 14 times a year, and always have just stayed in touch. And he's just an intelligent guy and loves baseball. And, he's known me since I was 17, 18 years old. And just a guy to work with. And, I've heard, as players, nothing but good things working with them.
Hey, Cody, I wanted to go back 4 or 5 questions to what Mooney was asking about the 1-year deal. Scott's talked a lot about that being kind of a pillow contract, and Jed Hoyer's talked about guys in their walk years tending to play up a bit. Obviously, there's a business component of this to you making a choice like this. What do you expect to get out of that? This 1-year change of scenery, and how big does that make this year for you?
Yeah, definitely important. Not going to say it's not. But I think that, where I'm at right now, and how I feel, and, mentally, physically, I'm in a pretty good spot, and just makes me excited to start, working out with the staff, and talking through the things, whatever we need to talk to get going. And it's definitely a big year, but I feel really good, and I'm excited for it.
Cody, this is Megan with the Chicago Tribune. You talked a little bit of kind of stuff that you've been focusing on the off season. How do you kind of maybe blend that with whatever vision, the hitting infrastructure with the Cubs have for where they think you can, get to the next level at?
Yeah, right. I think that was a pretty big part of it. We've had some pretty good discussions about what they see, what I see, and open dialogue in a way where we can both openly communicate with things. And we're all on the same page. And Dustin Kelly and Jay Wash, myself, and I'm gonna start working with the strength staff there here soon. Probably after the holidays, and just kind of get going. But we're all on the same page, and the open dialogue we had when we first met till now has been an important part of the process.
How would you describe yourself as a teammate in 25 words or less?
I don't know how to answer that question. I feel like I'm a pretty good teammate. You know what I mean? I think the guys around me can answer that better than myself. But I try to not make it about myself. And I think I go out there and I do my work, and to make sure that I'm ready for the game. I think that is, an important self. And 25 words or less. I think I'm a pretty good teammate, man. I think the guys around me would agree. You know, I don't know.
I think
Any
you're
other
over your word
questions?
count.
Huh?
I think you're over your word count.
Yeah, I know. I think I barely beat it.
Okay, I think that wraps it up. Thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you, Cody.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.